Hi everyone. I guess I'm gonna do a little get ready with me. It's snowing outside, so I'm looking at the snow. Is this crooked? Feels kind of crooked. Better? I don't know. Pulled out the background. I've been taking some pictures too. It's just nice to not have to worry about cameras focusing on what's behind me, and then I don't have to worry about things being messy either. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try, is these Cover FX custom cover drops in Fair 1. Pretty sure I never put these on my face on the channel. I'm also going to use this Nabla Dreamy 2 palette. Same. And I guess just kind of, I have no idea. I really have no idea. I was like, I should make a video. And that's about where it stopped. So I've been using Painterly Paint Pot. I mixed it up because mine's pretty old. It was not dry, but it was pulling away from the sides. So this just kind of got it all back to a better consistency again. And I've just been using this pretty much exclusively. The downside is that it's dark. One thing is nice though, because I have a fair amount of like blue green in the corners there, and I just find it hard to find anything that will really make any difference to that. And this stuff has enough coverage, and it can really like take it down pretty significantly. So you know what shade I always want to use in this palette? This one. You know what shade in this palette is a pretty much complete dud? This one. It's called REM. REM. Like, it's just hard to get any product. It's like sparkle with kind of a lousy base. Everything else is so much more creamy and moist. This one, no. So I'm gonna use the lightest shade, Pantheon, and just kind of go over the top area. I'm gonna use this Deja Vu, just kind of like light brown. This is exciting. So I'm thinking, I think I might do this sparkly gold shade Libertine. So I don't have a glitter glue primer right now because my next one, just like the squeeze top like broke off of the tube. Disappointing because it worked really well and it was cheap. Unfortunately, apparently the packaging was also cheap. So I think I'm just gonna like apply them with like a spritz of something on my brush. And so I guess I'm just gonna go with that one. But this is very messy. All the pretty shades basically in this palette are messy. Even that offline, that dark burgundy, messy. Okay, so I just sprayed it with some MAC Fix Plus. Water would work fine. Setting spray would work fine. You know, I always have a hard time like doing this such that the spotlight, the middle, actually ends up in the middle. I'm always like shifted to one side. I don't know why I can't manage to do this in any second way. Like, my eyeball's right there. Just look at what you're doing. Please leave it alone. Please.
But how do you get this?
Please leave it alone. Mommy's using it right now. It's Mommy's turn to use it. You can use it later.
But it needs to go up.
Alright, I'm gonna try to use that REM shade.
It needs to go up.
It does not need to go up. It needs to be left alone. Somebody must have turned on the iPod. Colin turned on the iPod. Because it sounds like Florence and the Machine. And that is his favorite. Ooh, look at that. After like scrubbing around for a minute. Ooh, this is very like sports feeling, sports themed. Oh dear.
What's mine?
Where's yours? Your what?
Is this mine?
Oh
no.
It's okay. Yeah, that's yours.
How's it? Wow.
Uh-oh.
What? Dad's bending the boss at the wind temple and Legend of Zelda.
Oh, cool. I'm using this Honoric shade because it's a little darker. Maybe it'll look a little bit less flashy and weird.
Hey.
I guess I'll use this New Past shade because there's just not really any other options other than like red. Do you want to get out your makeup? Where's your makeup, Jack?
No.
I don't know either.
This one.
Did you find it? I'm regretting my choices.
Set on the set.
I might put something else in the middle because I just can't.
Sit.
Wow.
Okay.
He's very enthusiastic about everything. Wow, cool. Maybe I'll use this, the kind of bronzy pinky.
The boss at the wind temple is insane.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you need some help?
And it's hundreds of times. And it's
I can open it
hundreds of
for you.
times bigger than Link.
That's very, very big.
Previous bosses that I remember are usually only 40 to 60 times bigger than Link.
Okay.
The bosses are always big.
Yeah. Why does it seem dark? Oh.
Well, I tuned the one.
Yeah, because the kids keep playing with that light. Drain the battery.
Well, I didn't.
I didn't drain it.
You didn't trade
It wasn't me. Like that Shaggy song. It wasn't me. You know this LA Girl pencil?
Wow.
It's like slightly bigger at the end, so it doesn't work with either of the pencil sharpeners I have that are like that. So I don't like a loose sharpener. It's quite annoying. It's hard to do with a toddler on your lap. Oh, it's getting all white out there. So much snow.
What's that?
You're brushing the dust?
Oh no, I forgot my truck.
You forgot your truck? Oh no!
Why I dropped it?
So tiny. You dropped it?
Uh-huh.
I think you just left it down there. I don't think you dropped it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What's inside?
What's inside?
No. What about
This
it?
is such a mess. Somebody on a Discord that I'm on just asked, what do chickpeas taste like? Like, how do you describe like a garbanzo bean? I don't know. What does anything taste like? I don't know. What am I looking at here? Not the lens. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna try to apply this. I've tried mixing it with things to not much success. So I am going to try to just put it on separately. I have not tried to wear this in ages, so I really don't remember anything about how it applies when you use it plain. It's a little, the shade is Unfair One. It's like just a tiny bit too light. If I really enjoyed this formula, I would probably get the N light one or whatever to mix it with. Similarly, I look better over the Paula's Choice Daily Wrinkle Defense. So that was 2 drops. You know, when you don't mix it with things, the downside is that you use a lot more product and it's only like half an ounce. I got it when it was on sale, as I recall. No, it's not even half an ounce. 1/4 of an ounce. Oh. I think they have bigger, whatever, I guess, if you really like it, but good grief. They did not have a very fair shade for a long time. And pretty sure I got it when it was, you know, new-ish. this shade was still relatively new. I've had it for quite some time. And I've never really had a lot of luck wearing it, so that's why it never ended up on the channel. And I've had quite a, like even before I had like 7 months of nothing, you know, I was trying to force myself to make videos even though I really wasn't feeling it. So they had already kind of slowed down to a trickle. But for whatever reason, the interest has reappeared, possibly because I need something to do. And I already have a variety of hobbies, but I needed to continue one of my old hobbies, apparently. Well, this is looking pretty nice from a distance at least. I wonder how it looks up close. It's always the question, right? It just does not want to like go into that crease, that line. Like, what are you doing? Get in there. Uh-oh. Yeah, should probably leave it alone because it's just gonna look worse. I'm gonna stop jabbering because I gotta cut a bunch of this out. Alright, I'm just gonna put it under my eyes too because I'm lazy like that. And lately, whenever I can, I just put foundation under there instead of concealer. And if ever there was a formula that, you know, wanted you to do that, this would be one of them. So my skin's just been super dry past several days, a week. I think it's just the weather has been slightly cooler. All right, so now I'm going to set it. I would like to use something. I mean, it feels pretty set down on my cheeks. Yeah, nothing really feels tacky. So I'm gonna set under my eyes. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. Old Sonia Kashuk brush that I use kind of exclusively for setting underneath my eyes, and I love it so much, and it just washes up so beautifully, but has been long since discontinued. Okay, and I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of this like on my nose. I guess over here, because I mean, it's like making that line just much more prominent than usual. And a little on my chin. And I'm probably gonna do violin practice today, so I should also get something right there where the face meets the chin rest. I suppose I should put a little bit of shadow on my lower lash line. You know, just so you can see what this shade looks like offline. I mean, it's so pretty. It's like kind of purpley burgundy. Doesn't go with what I've got on, but maybe I'll put some in the crease.
I can't open this.
You need help?
Zap. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
This.
That stays closed.
Why doesn't the open this?
Well, because we don't open that. That needs to go in the recycling. I know.
But I want this.
I know you want it, but it's recycling. You can play with it, but we gotta keep it closed.
But how is this?
Okay, so Dustin Hunter has a Discord server for his Patreon supporters, and I was moaning about washing all these brushes that I had been ignoring for months, because it's just like I was only using a handful and I would spot clean those, and then there were all these other brushes that were dirty that I just didn't want to deal with. So I was cleaning them all to put them all away, and he was talking about how he cleans brushes, which is using just plain alcohol. I have this Korean Spirit brush cleaner, which is I use for spot cleaning. So I just like dip my brush in there, the like eye brushes, just get like kind of the tips saturated, and then paper towel, etc. But it smells so strongly of like orange, and it smells like a solvent. So I had been trying to use it up, but I don't know if I can. All right, so I guess I could do eyebrows. So since I started dyeing my hair black, the two things I use for eyebrows most often are the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ash Brown, when I've got something that's not super, when I don't need something really dark on my brows. And the other thing I use is this Wet n Wild cream eyeliner, and it is Carbon My Reach. So this isn't like wildly pigmented, so it works, I think it works fine in brows. It does dry out rather fast, and I revived it using the Inglot Duraline. I'm sure there are other things that you could use, like mixing mediums or whatever. I just know that people use this, and you know, use like a drop, so I just wanted to buy it. I've been wanting to buy it for literally years, and I finally just bought it. And so that like freshened up this again. Since I've got so much going on in my eyeballs right now, I think I am just going to use this eyeliner. And what I like to do, because it tends to dry out so fast, so I want to kind of minimize the time I actually have the container open, is I have this metal palette, and so I'll just kind of dig out a moderate amount and stick it on the palette, and then close the jar up again. And that way it will kind of dry as it's sitting on the palette, but usually I don't have to go back to the jar again, as long as I'm not taking too long. So the brush I like to use is the Zoeva 317 Wing Liner brush, and I saw this on, think about this, Dapper Fish. There's also an artist called Dapper Mouth, and I get them confused all the time. Like Dapper somebody. Anyway, they have amazing, amazing, beautiful looks. Very like editorial, so cool. It always looks so beautiful. And when they mentioned that this was the brush they used, I'm like, yes, I am on it. Unfortunately, I ended up buying like an entire brush set from Zoeva, but I've tried so many different like angled brushes for brows, and this one just has like the perfect like rigidity, flexibility, so you can get little lines. And it's not a huge pain to use, so I am a fan. All right, so for brow gel, I don't always wear that kind of product, but when I do, lately I just use the CoverGirl Clump Crusher water resistant, because I have this like overactive sweat gland in my eyebrow, so I need to use waterproof stuff on my eyes or eyebrows. And as long as I go in kind of with a light hand, it's not clumpy. It's not too much, you know, despite the fact that I'm using mascara in my brows. And it holds them really nicely. And I also use it on my lower lash line, so it's like 2 for 1. I don't have to like buy new special brow products because I want black. Mascara, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist, which, can you see how gunky that gets? I'm always cleaning it. I've been using this because Benefit, just some random holiday set with a bunch of their blushes. I don't like the smell of it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Use Rockateur. I'm never really sure what color it's gonna be. It's like more peachy than I'm expecting To me, it's kind of like, it looks kind of like mauve-ish. But then when I put it on, I'm always vaguely surprised. Like, oh, it's not what I was thinking. Thrilling. Okay, so I only kept out one blush brush. This is a Japanesque, I've had it forever. 324. Like Pro blush brush or something. Who knows if they still make it. But it's so soft and so lovely. It like rattles a little bit, but it seems to be holding together. I've had it for many years. And I really like it. When I was looking at my brush choices. So I also take blush over my nose, kind of on the tip of my nose, because I don't use bronzer, and I feel like that just kind of gives a little bit more dimension back to my nose and probably knocks off a little product. You can see my freckles a little bit better, and that's like win-win. So I don't know if I want to wear highlight just because I'm so glittery. I try to like make some sort of balance. And not be like super everything. Does that make sense? I feel like it's always kind of taking my chances putting something on my lips when I have like kind of an intense face going on, because then I feel like it takes it from looking kind of like not overdone to overdone like so easily. This is Lime Crime Bitter Cherry. Anyway, so I think I'm done. I don't think I want to do anything else. That's it. You know, hopefully this wasn't too long, but I'm sure it's going to be long, and I'm going to have to take out a ton of stuff. But hopefully there's something interesting, useful, entertaining in there. Nonetheless, let me know if you've tried out the custom cover drops and if there's a way that you like to use them. I feel like they applied quite nicely, and I'm happy with how it looks. I know that, you know, it feels like we don't recommend you use this plain, and considering like how little you get, yeah, I get that. But I have a million foundations, so it doesn't matter. It so does not matter. And if it can look nice and wear decently, then I'm all for it. As I recall, it did not wear nicely, but it has been such a long time, and my skin has been through like a million different changes since then, because just perimenopause and using different and then not using different, which I feel like I should like put a quarter in a jar every time I say different, and oh my goodness, I'd be rich. So yeah, and seasonal changes and everything else. So who knows? I'm curious. I hope it wears nicely, because I feel like it looks nice. It is a little light, like a little bit darker, a little bit more yellow would definitely look better.
Snow.
There's a lot of snow out there. It does look very pretty. It's like coating all the branches. Winter wonderland looking out there. Anyway, so that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, whatever. I always love hearing from you guys. I hope you're having a great day, or a good day, or an okay day, and I'll see you soon.